Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. It is the final Wednesday of the year. And with us, we have Caravan Heart, we've got Kiefer, we've got Slalin, we've got our friends, we've got our caravan. We are traveling, trying to find the last Loto orb. And, to that end, we're doing some world travel. So, yeah. Hope you're all having a great either end of the year or beginning of the year, depending on where you're at and when you're at. So yeah, as far as where we're at, previously we've been collecting these Loto orbs. These are the, orbs that are the Hero Air Drake's equipment from the past. We have 3 of them, we're missing 1. So, we know the last one is in, the final illusion who has it lives in a castle in Rhone, that used to be, an ancient fiend. So we have Hargon and Malroth, Sidho's, castle that we were trying to get to. But getting through Rhone, as we know, from 2, and will know in the future, I suppose, not an easy task. Luckily with us, we've got Vanoss the Gemerus. We've got Slalin the Slime Knight. I'm still me. And we've got the Sword Gone Rusty. Also with us, we've got our wagon squad. Gilm is here as a metal hunter, as Rhone is liable to have many a metable, along with our fighters. We have our tamer to make things easier to get new hearts, which we are maxed out on hearts almost. We've been getting a lot of new ones. The big ones we have this grizzly, this mad cat I think is actually our biggest. And at some point we need to have people eat, Fisher for the HP and whatnot. So yeah. I hope you're having a great Wednesday. Let's go ahead and fill up the... Oh, no, we need the shop. Ooh, actually, we need the shop, but we also need to drop off some tiny metals. 13, we might be able to get that second metable at some point. Happy New Year. Whether you're watching this in 2026, or in, in the far-flung future. Hope you're having a good one. Alright. Filling up. We've got 400 bucks. I think, do I have a... I did see the Dragon Quest McDonald's stuff in Japan, which is funny because that was the Dark Prince was also that too, right? With the slime stack and the mimic burger and such, right? And the ice cream imp. But yeah, no, there was a new, promotion that was, slime with a slime and a slime and a slime and a slime. But it was, Grimace and a slime. Anywho. So right now, we don't have a way into Londarka, which is Rhone. I called it Ronka the first time because I saw Londarka and then shortened it to Ronka. But we have a bit of a trek to make. I have a wyvern wing. Okay, so right now we have the road to Rhone right there, but the door is locked, and we need to talk to somebody about the key. So we're gonna head back to the other illusions. Oh boy, this is gonna be, Oh, they've got a jump on me, huh? Okay. Terrifying. Let's see if we can't take out the Slime Knights. Ooh, okay. Snowstorm's pretty big. I think that's the biggest damaging move we have here, though. The metal beat always does 5. Oh, God, we can't... Oh, boy. All right. We're in dire need of, like, more healing ability. Only having the spell named Heal is really dangerous. Please, you can't just one hand washes the other. Okay, Tasha keeps Rusty off. Okay. Let's go for Big Eye next. And we need to get this Slime Knight off the table. Fights are going really rough for us these days. We're at a point where, like, this is just a random battle, and, like, it's not even certain that we're going to be able to win this, you know? Vanoss has been having some issues. Vanoss has been on the ground most fights. It's something we've seen. That's why we moved Vanoss over to Jamorous, to try to give Vanoss something real. But the main thing I'm looking for is just a little bit more defensive pieces, the ability to keep our party standing better. So... yeah, Vanoss is at least... the levels we've seen out of Vanoss on Jamorous have been really good. I think it was like 14 HP. Alright, maybe we can tear through this snapper. And then we gotta head on back. Yeah, it's got the sleep attack, which is pretty dang good. I should be using that more out of Slalin. I think I've got the sleep attack there, right? Okay, oof. Slalin 12, that's great. 7 sevens. Okay. We need to... oh no. We need to get the hell out of here. I do hope this runs under, okay, there we go. I see that mini-medal. We're not gonna be able to go get it. We're dying. Like, that's 2 more battles just to get over there. Alright. So we gotta go revive Vanoss. We need to get the heck out of here and give Vanoss some experience in a place where, like, we're a little less under the gun. Okay, oof. So yeah, let's get over here, let's heal up, use the M, let's try to get the heck out of here. If we can get the heck out of Rhone for a little bit, we need to do some some travel around the world anyway, and hopefully that'll be a good time for Vanoss to get some levels. And then give Vanoss a little bit more offensive power. Because right now, if we take a look at the wagon, we can see that, you can kind of see the way that Jammerus is lagging behind, but that's because Jammerus is level 3. So, let's move. Where's our inn? Bottom left? No. Yes. Okay. God, the road to Rhone is going to be so deadly, isn't it? I'll probably want to build... If I'm going through there, I'm going to want to bring a cook. The cook has, like, MP restoration. And that'll be a good thing to have on Slalin. Because then we can, like, keep using... Oh, hey. Alright. Let's get out of here. Ooh. Okay, this is why we have, our buddy the Metal Hunter on the squad. Yeah! Let's get Skeletor off the table. Gilm! No! Gilm! 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 Gilm, come on! Gilm! 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 Not gonna hunt any metal, I suppose. Okay, well. We still get a level for Vanoss, which is great. Okay. And we do get ourselves the consolation of the Heart of Skeletor. That's not bad. That's not a bad consolation prize. Let's help Iron Turtle. Yeah, that's fine. If we're full on hearts, we can just throw out hearts when we don't need them. Actually, I don't... I was gonna say I want to go put away my money, but I actually am gonna need it for, the boats. So... let's go hit ourselves a boat. Okay, this is definitely doable. Just adore the Slime Knights and how happy they look. Slalin has so much MP, triple digits, huh? Rusty also has 1,000,000 MP and nothing to do with it. Like, just flat nothing, right? Like... Rusty could probably use, like, some sort of defensive abilities. Angel Bell, sure. Alright, but yeah, we want to take the boat, and we want to take the boat over to... Middenhall, if we can, right? I think we're dead if we fight this, actually. Okay. I stepped outside for a quarter of a second because I went the wrong way when we entered the map, and everyone got hit heavy for it. Okay. So yeah, let's see where we can go from here. It's a little bit of funky, like, not all boats can go from everywhere to everywhere, so, like, we kind of have to gauge... Oh, Rusty's at full. We have to gauge, like, what the path we can take is over to Middenhall, because we want to go to... We want to go to Middenhall, we want to go to... Moonbrook, and we want to go to... Where does the third one live? That was in, like, the shrine in between, Moonbrook and Cannock, sort of. Yeah, we'll go around. So I think Laurasia is where we want to head to. Moonbrook is good enough. I could do Moonbrook. Bellinul brings us back to... Southwest Island. Yeah, we want Moonbrook. God, I'm thinking about Quest 64 ships now and how they do this. You go below deck, and then you go above deck, and then you're just in a new place. Alright, where do you go from here? Okay, you can go to Laurasia and Lundark. Okay. So, let's go to Moonbrook now, while we're here. I think we're on the east side? Yeah. So we just want to head west and head over to, Oh, wow, that's some damage you got there. Jula's got some power. But yeah, we want to go west to Moonbrook, and then, like, we could probably just walk the rest of this if we wanted to. Down here, Tiny Metal, thank you, that's 15. A stone spider! They're very cute. Very crystally. Okay. The metal beat. Ship is sort of an elevator, you're not wrong. Okay. Let's keep taking... I think this way we'll head past the tower and then go through the shrine. I think it's maybe a little farther. Oh, sweet. I guess we'll just get the Flora Jays then. Yeah, and this is good for Vanoss, because this gets Vanoss a couple levels that are a little more on the time scale. Like, we're not fighting enemies who are hitting for, like, 40 a hit. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of Soak Magic. That doesn't seem like it has anything real to me. Okay. But yeah, this mountain region should be getting us through... We're just eating less, which is nice over the mountains, I suppose. Mountains are always the big thing for that. Yeah. Head. There's the tower. And then there's the shrine I was talking about past the tower. Yeah, Blaze itself won't be much, but Blaze more, I think, when we get that, will be real. Metal Beak, it's a kill. So yeah, head through this shrine. And then northwest from here is Moonbrook. We can just, like, walk back to Middenhall, probably? Okay. Hello. I don't know if we have to do these in order, but... What's up? We want to meet Domity. Okay. Kushalami's wing. Oh. Thanks. Sure. Can time not be stopped? Alright, I don't know if that's all we need. I'm gonna head up this way anyway, because, like, the way we're going back to, Rhone is we can just Wyvern Wing to the camp that's right outside. So, like, we can go ahead and make this walk here, and walk up to Cannock, and walk up to Middenhall, and walk to each of these castles. I guess Cannock doesn't really get us anywhere, but that's okay. Oh. Wow, all HP and MP. Thanks. Alright, we can take the back. Ooh, double tiny metal. Thank you. We'll drop those off soon. I think we're at like 22. But yeah, you can see Vanoss is almost caught up to Rusty at HP. Then, like, next level will be another 14. So, like, that'll be great to get Vanoss over the line. That's fine. I think I have one. Yeah, we have one of those right now. We're okay with that one. An event? Yeah, no, I'm good. We just had the blessing of God. I don't need to pay for it too. Okay, back to normal food, but we're not on mountain time anymore. It's very funny to me to have the metal bead. The guaranteed 5 points. Just doesn't go where you want it. Okay, so north from here, or 280 on the Caravan. Caravan levels don't really do too much, do they? Because, like, max rations is, like, not a huge thing in this game. You know what I mean? Like, I'm never, like, super worried about rations. Like, past the beginning of the game. Like, right now we have 140, and, like, that's gonna be fine for where we're going. I talked early about, like, I figured that the ration stuff was either gonna be, like, a scaling gold sink or, like, irrelevant by the end, and I think it's the latter by the end here. Ah, now we're double time. That's fine. Yeah, it did its purpose in, like, early exploration, keeping us, like, pressured, I guess is the word for it. Because it's not like we can't go do things, but it's like there's a non-zero cost to your wandering. Now it's more of just, like, a piece. Single reefer. Goodbye. Yeah, we've gone far enough north. Digimon 2, So we head up through here. Kids are actually super rad at their job. Okay, we want to go east. Death God. Hey, and Vinoss 6. Great. Do I already have a Death God heart? I do have a Death God heart. Okay. If it's a duplicate, I don't. It's fine. Oh god, no. We're in the like learning a Pokemon move loop. Gotta be careful. Alright, I am... Here's Cannock. Let's go make a couple stops here. We can stop at the... Stop at the inn. See what people are up to around here. I don't want to bank. This is what I'm after here, is just restocking. I'm also gonna sell... Let's have a couple of love waters on us. Okay. And while we're here... You can say where the prince is now. Now. Oh. Thanks. Damn, should have gone back and talked to the king a long time ago. Thanks. $1,000 bucks. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. There's like a shrine east from here, right? I have to remember my way around places, because it's not the same as Dragon Quest II, but it's like similar to. I'm gonna wander out in the desert and find a Saberman. Saberman! So, Robot Master. Like, I know we've had, like, Sword Robot Masters, but I don't think Saber Man. Sword Man is the one I'm thinking of. What's up? Not to be confused with the Cyberman, That's true. We are on the north side here. We want to head south a little bit to get to Middenhall. The sword robots were made for peace. Was geological underground thermal survey man? Oh yeah, let's open it. Okay, well, we tried. Okay. Went to have a quick conversation. Alright, we've got 2 Wyvern Wings, so we're gonna be fine here. Alright. So let's see if this key opens up Rhone. Let's heal up. Make our way over. Drop off tiny metals. 18, goodness. That's great. Let's go top off. And we'll buy a steak. That way we have an item in the pocket for that as well. Okay. I think Rhone's gonna be a bit of a hike, but we'll be gaining a lot of power taking it, is the idea, you know? I could go throw some money in the bank, but it's fine. Cash is meant for spending. It's not like dying is spending gens. Yeah, come on, it's like similar. I don't think we want to take the camp either. We have the item that can like move the camp once we get on the other side. Alright. Kiefer. Kiefer, checked out the door. Okay. Oh boy. Well, we have the second... We have the door, and then we have the wall. Blandarkian hero. We got the heroes of Rhone here. And oh, the hero and the mage. Interesting. Okay, let's put up increase. Let's see if we can sap one and... $80 damage and blaze. Oh my god. Oh boy. Okay. That's so much damage. Alright, terrifying. $175 down. Okay, sleep hit. That's excellent. Okay, I get that you really like casting sap, but, like, you do need to attack. See if we can knock down the Londarkian hero. Poison, alright. We are, probably not making it through this one, huh? Okay. The wall has told us how tall we need to be to get through here. The answer is taller than we are. I think the biggest thing is that we don't have the ability to offset that at all with just heal. So we're gonna need to. I guess we're gonna have to check the area for metal slimes and see what we can do to move things up. Money is everything. Okay. Alright. Let's do a little bit of wandering around here. We'll find ourselves some medals. We'll find ourselves some wandering big eyes. This game demands a lot of grinding, maybe more than any Dragon Quest I think I've played. Like, it's going by very quickly, but the curve that it's at is very steep. You know, we are, I think, as of today, we're 15 or so hours into the game. And, like, I think streaming means that we're going at a slower pace than, like, I would expect, like, normal. And, like, we've had a lot of, like, we've had multiple boss fights that have been, like, we even skipped one. We didn't do the mages and the Healy slimes because I don't know that we could even right now. But like I think most of the boss fights we've had have been skin of our teeth, and clearly we're at a point where like I think we'd be okay numbers wise and damage wise, but we're not there yet healing wise. Which like if I can get up to heal more, like we probably can, but we also have metal slimes out here to make this a little simpler, right? Hopefully, our buddy, please, kill him. I gotta ask you for a favor. Can you please? Just a little bonk, tiny bonk, little bonk, little a bonk. It's okay. Yep, see? Metal slime chilling. tiny a bonk. Come on. Like, the slime hater is logged off. Ooh, this looks a little... No, I have to go for the big eyes here. Like, Blaze Cut is damaging, but Big Eye, I think, have Snowstorm, so we have to focus them down. The Metal Beat. I like the Blaze Cut. Oh my god, Vanas is still having a day and a half. We'll get there for you, Vanas, I swear it. There's that snowstorm I was worried about. Look at how damaging that is. Wow. Are we making it through this one? Maybe not? The thing I'm feeling is that we've either done, like, a combination of too much with the fusions stuff, or just too little of, like, fighting in earlier areas. Or maybe I don't understand the fusion stuff right. I don't know. I have assumptions of how I think skills work, but they might not be right. We'll hopefully find out. I'm most worried about actually getting access to heal more. Because I feel like that's such a linchpin to what we're doing, but we didn't get it on the previous Slalin. I can't imagine we don't get it now, because, like, right now Slalin has, like, I think 200 or 300 wisdom. Yeah, like, 250 wisdom. So I feel like we're good there. Maybe I want to do more fusions. Maybe the answer to fusions is do more fusions. Yeah. Yeah, this just isn't a fight we can win. Might have to go back to Bellinul? Fight the cats out there, perhaps? Yeah, the road to Rhone. Yeah. I don't think Bellinul has, metal slimes. Stone Man! Oh, this is, we're gonna die, right? Like, the Stone Mans are for killing. I see a Stone Man and I just assume we're going to get attacked for 90. I've got the Stone Man level of defense. How big is a Stone Man attacking? 40? Okay, that's about half of what I thought. Uh-huh. Oh, just a flat miss, okay. Okay, the doubled up damage was enough to pierce that defense. That's good. Stone Mans. Alright. Stone Man. Rusty needs this too. Yeah, I'm like... Okay. Gilm, you can't... Goodbye. 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 Again, when it says release the Blaze Cut, it makes me think of like a, you know, like a theatrical director's cut, you know? It's like, ah, yeah, we gotta release the Blaze Cut. That's the different cut of Dragon Quest VII with additional Kefir all around. Probably have to change around the human squad too. Like the crit fighters are a little unreliable for what they do. Jula's incredible. Wonder if like I can set up a mage squad, you know? That'd be nice. Like have enough mages active for like a Blazemore. I think we've got 2 mages, right? I'll take a look at that. I'm sorry, I already have 2 Slime Knight Heart. Fill my heart with Slime Knights forever, though. I understand. Okay. It's your time. Time to shine. Yes! Here we go. A crit? And then? Killed 2 of them? Defeated the metal slimes. Perfect. Okay. Get some more experience, deeper. Tender cut. What does tender cut do? Attack without restraint? Is that Hatchet Man? Tender cut. We can swap that out for save power. I don't use that on Slalin. I like Sleep Hit. I think that's actually really cool. The rest of this seems good. Okay, Vanoss 7, sweet. A little deeper. No Heart of a Metally. The Metally Heart. I was having a match that's only 2 sides. Yeah, another 2,000 for Slalin. We're just like, I think it's that I've specifically gone too deep on like monsters that want really heavy experience. Thanks, Gilm. Which means we kind of want to bonk some metal slimes for a little while. Bolt. Ooh, look upon the heart of the metal slime. Yes. I'll drop the Bard Heart. Okay. Okay, hold on. I'm kind of interested in this now. Lightning Bolt attack. Single target, medium damage. Okay. That's fine for a fight like this where we're fighting somebody who you don't want to hit physically, because Army Crab kind of sucks to hit physically. So it's like having Blazemore in the pocket. But it should upgrade too, so... Slalin picked that up. This isn't the fight I want to use a physical move, so I'm not spending it here against crabs, but we'll give it an attempt when we next find somewhere where I'm not. Oh no! The wild apes! Well, we've been aped. Yeah, this is a good time to use it. So, Tender Cut. Vanoss. Jula. Okay. Ah. We jumped into the Slime Knight's pocket. What a way to phrase that. But that does look like a double edge. That was that hit me for a quarterback. Yeah. Let's swap the team around. If I go here... So... Oh, I only have one mage. I thought I had 2 mages. We might have cut a mage. go for Big Warrior Gambit. And then Metal Hunter can go here. And this will be fine. Okay, that'll give us a big blow at the start of the fight. Let's head on out. Oh, I should hit the end. We have half our MP. Spend it while I got it. I got that $1,000 and we ran ourselves into a bit of a pickle immediately. Handed it over to the wall. That's fine. Okay. Let's go bomb some metal slimes. Then we can get ourselves out to Ronka. And then Ronka, hopefully we should have... Again, my hope is I'm looking for heal more. I think that's enough to get us over a line in that fight. That's so many Pumpkinites. We're gonna get Blaze Cut for a million turns. Well, release the Blaze Cut. Hashtag release the Blaze Cut. Alright, how much damage does our, warrior friend do? The Unrivaled Axe does 50-some damage. Okay. Okay. I think we're safe from here. We're gonna have two of them down now. And the increase should keep us, like... That's the better reason to go over to the end. Vanoss is already spent. Yeah, we get the Unrivaled Axe like once every 3 or 4 turns or so, is kind of the setup. Because we skip, because we're doing multiple party members, they do a lot of reorganization. Okay, Vanoss 8, that's great to see. All the money in the world. Great. Okay. Again, we're operating under... Yeah, Jammerus is getting up to that point too now. It was like 1200 for the next level. Alright, well, let's go find some metalies. I know they're metal slimes, but I think of them as metalies. Ooh, also some tiny metals. I shouldn't be here. The bolt works against the crab, that's good. Let's try to get Skullgon out of here. Rusty! Okay, pray for Rusty. Okay. And there's the increase. Which is fine, we have Bolt. Bolt gives Rusty a lot more options. One more options is a pretty sizable amount of options for someone who had basically just attack as an option. Check terrain. Honestly, it's fairly lucky that we're not getting the ice breath, so that's good. Thanks, Juliet. God damn. Slalom's up to 200 HP, that's great. Metals, more. Ooh, Big Eye was oblivious? I'm sorry. I did the speed up instead of attack there. Our squad's agility is pretty bad, if I do say so myself. The little wiggle for the magic barrier is very cute. Thanks, Big Eye. Defeated the Big's Eye. $285. And apes. Duh! My money! I can't believe we got just robbed out the street. That's what I get for not having a thief with me. It's a counter thief. Thief must battle thief. That was our Dragon Quest 3 thief, too. Okay, Bolt, please help. Vanoss goes through MP very quick. You gotta stop hitting Slalin. Someday we will have the ability to heal for more than 40 HP at a time. Two snappers is fine. Oh! Well, nobody's doing anything. Turn off, everybody. Just take a nap. It's fine. We got. Stop spell is a powerful move. Luckily, Rusty has an axe, so we are not harmless. You know what? I'm just going straight for bonking you. Okay. Yeah, I hope everybody's having a good new year. End of 2025, beginning of 2026. Time for looking at new plans. I was kind of thinking earlier today. I've been thinking for a while on it, but I've been thinking earlier today on like things I want to change personally and things on the stream, and I still haven't launched the Mimic Museum. I have a lot of entries for the Mimic Museum set aside, which is good, but I still need to, like, collate them into a usable format for folks. You know what I mean? There's not yet a way to visit the Mimic Museum in any way. And I don't think in its initial state it'll be like that. I think it'll be more of like a, just, hey, I've got a daily posting of a fun Mimic, which I think will be good. There are many a fun Mimic to post about. This thing's still standing, damn. But yeah, one of the thing I've talked about, and I think I need to, like, spend some time finding someone to commission for it, is a stream splash screen for, like, the first few minutes of the stream. That the idea in my mind is the title screen of Rocket Slime, where you have all your slime buddies hanging out on the, like, outside of town with the fireworks. But, like, it's even fine if it's just, like, a bunch of slimes, but, like, also have, like, other friends there, too. So. finding all the wizards out here. Alright, 1 metal slime. 0 metal slime. I've been pretty happy with the pace 2 metal slime. Alright, okay. 1 metal slime is ours. Tender cut. Okay. 4? No! Come on. Yeah! 2 metal slime! Okay. That's great. Slalin 14. Come on, heal more. Oh, okay. I was so scared that that wasn't going to level to heal more. I was thinking that there was something about, like, the way that inherited skills worked and that they wouldn't level. Which, now I think about it, still might be true, because I think Slalin as a Slime Knight knows that. Okay. That was the goal we're after, so let's get out of here. Grizzly. Oh no, we gotta help. No! We don't know how to help! We can't do it! Alright, let's spend some cash. We're about to get smoked again, but, like... Make sure we restock. Okay. And we'll quick go save, and then I'm gonna quick step away for just a second, then we're gonna try the wall again. So, 1 moment. I will be right back. Okay. So, let's go ahead and see what we can do over in against the wall. It's right here. It's a very short walk. Take a little bit of damage walking in. Let's heal it up. 75 to 90. All right. All right, let's go. So first thing I want to do is I want increase active. I'm gonna try to knock one of them down with a sleep. And we're going to sap. Because look at the attack. The hero hits for, like, yeah, huge damage. Oh, I probably should have swapped out the metal beat. Ooh. And that poison got on us, huh? Okay, heal more. Let's also have you apply some sap. 52 damage. Okay, heal Vanoss. Okay. More increase. Let's start putting damage on the mage. How much damage do you do if you just attack the mage here? Oh, that's a second poison, dang, okay. That's pretty big damage if we attack the mage, now that we've got all the... Okay, increase again. Though we need to take a little bit of time to... heal more Vanoss. The mage is the one I'm the most afraid of because the mage could blaze more, or blaze most. Okay, everybody's poisoned. We need to go back up. Everybody on... these, and then we're gonna love water Rusty in case of mage moves. Hopefully Slalin just heal more self. Okay. We'll continue with the love water on Rusty. Okay, now we're in a good position. Hopefully we can... Again, the mage is the one I'm most scared of. Rusty, why are you casting sap? Okay, let's try to get another increase in, and let's attack the mage. There's Blaze Most. God, our team just doesn't get sitting turns, because, like... If I go to formation, who's up next? Okay. Yeah, I should have swapped out the squad. Okay, mage is down. Ooh, Chula! And the squad is getting in good hits here, too. Perfect. Love water on Slalin. Slalin is sleeping. Oh boy, Rusty! Oh! Tasha praying! Okay. Their stats depend on who's in front of them. Like, from my understanding, it's based on, like, how powerful or level of, like, whoever's standing in front of them. Slalin, Stay Alive, and then Love Water Rusty. Slalin, Stay Alive! Okay, alright. Alright, and with the power of Heal More, that was indeed what we needed. We just needed the ability to be able to, like, stand up more than 40. This is the part that's telling me that I think the game is expecting me to just have been spending more time leveling, is that this is what, like, encounters are giving us. Hoofa. But I will climb that wall. We will take it down brick by brick. When you can't go through it and you can't go around it, you know that you found. We don't need Eagle Eyes. That's fine. I do like Sleep Hit. I think I like Sleep Hit over Sleep. Forgot Sleep. I've been there. Fadas, I've been there. Just a couple times this week, actually. Jens, it's Wednesday. A couple times this week, actually. Weird dance thermostat. Damaging breath group. I'll pass on weird dance. At $500. Alright, we need to turn around. We need to get back. We need to heal off that poison. Sleep, which combines the power of sleep and hit. I'm happy that we've seen a very quick turnaround on the leveling bit. I was worried that, like, this was just gonna be, like, literally a full stream of, like, well, we just have to pay the cost of, like, fighting enemies for 3 hours. And instead, we're gonna be making forward progress into Rhone, which is what I'm after. I'm very happy about this. It's a good outcome. Alright, so I've healed up, but that is not everything, because we gotta go and pray for purification. Please give 5 gold to the church. Banish the poison from Sladden. Banish the poison from Venas. Banish the poison from Rusty. Okay, good outcomes. But yeah, having just like the difference heal takes. Heal versus heal more. When we get access to like heal us and oh, hold on, we're not leaving yet. We're changing up the squad. As I said, if we're going to be going on a Road to Rhone expedition, to me, that says we're going to be on a long haul. So, I want the chef backing us. I do want to take Rhone here because we want a map if we're going to be in a dungeon. I also want, I'd like our Machua, but, like, I think we kind of have to go as is. We don't know what to expect in Rhone, When once we're on the other side, we can make camp, and then I can swap back off of the, But we have to expect that we're doing a road, right? Let's assume dungeon first, and we can go for getting monsters, like, after the fact, so that, like, we can go ahead and capture, like, a... devil or something like that. Gigantus, or, like, anything else. Like, I know we saw Egg Devil, but... Alright, off we go. So now that we've passed the wall... Oh, it's gonna be... the road to Rhone. How deep, how far, mummy appears. Sleep hit that mummy. Okay, that is what I thought. Alright, you're on Stay Alive, so that you would be casting correctly. Ice Bolt. Firebane. So Thermostat is Insulate. Which, absolutely, there's fights we want to have that. So did we just get Sleep Hit? Come on. On the road. We're on the way. We're on the road, would you say? I just passed right through those. Oh boy! Okay. Well, first things first, let's look around. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Okay. We truly are in the road to Rhone. Ooh, they're ready for us here. Flame, 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 flame. Dear flame. I hit you with Infernos instead. I don't know if that's real, but... Oh! Okay, we're... mega dead. Okay. I understand. Oh wow, and we just aren't dealing damage to flame with anything, right? We gotta go. But yeah, if you remember, when we did Dragon Quest 2, there isn't really a dungeon more notorious than the Road to Rhone. I'm excited to see what it looks like in, our playthrough in 2D, HD 2D, you know, in the future. It'll be in the near future. Like, what sort of... How does it emulate it, is gonna be the question. Like, because there's a lot of quality of life in the HD 2D stuff that, like, bypasses some of the things that make the Road to Rhone as nasty as it is. It being a very, like, trying, resource drain versus, like, auto-leveling healing. Not having a map, or a bit like that. Ooh, Slalin 15. Happy to see Sal in 15. You know, so like how, but as it is in 2, I think we're gonna be seeing some similar setup here. Alright, let's go up. Yes! Oh, it's this room! We truly are the road to Rhone! Oh my god! Yeah! Oh, stop that! There's only one of them, so I think this fight's gonna be, like, doable. It's just flame, dear flame, like... Okay, healer, heal thyself. Try to take the mummies down, and bolt the flame. Oh god! Okay, flame off the table. Flame off. Oh, we're just... Oh, that's terrifying. It's okay. We're fine. I'm accelerating. Oh, okay. I am glad that it's exactly what I expected, which is like monster hell plus puzzle hell. Like, Bubble King! I can't. Yeah. That's exactly why I can't. Okay. Bubble King, huh? I don't know which stage the F1 car noises means. Okay. Is that good? That's a good thing when we swap between... Okay, one bubble. Sleep hit. Sleep hit. Bonk hit. Okay, we're like pretty dang resilient to damage, huh? We're gonna have to hit you with a bolt. Hey, we got the sleep on. Perfect. Vanoss does not have the MP for this. Don't have to worry about that. Alright, Bubble King down. I can't fight this many flames because of the Violent Flame. The damage, like, we have one person who resists it, but it's so heavy damage. We just can't afford to be in a fight where we're taking every turn. I wonder if Violent Flame is blockable by, Thermostat. Yep, Violent Flame. Slalom being asleep is pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Slalom's awake to self-heal. Just having seen attack, that isn't the big one. Alright, let's get this mummy off the table. Back to Jula, that means we should get a soup turn. Well. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's not, shall we? Okay. We have world leaves, but I'm not willing to use them that, like, not deep into the woods, you know what I mean? Like, I think we're like 3 screens in. Okay. Alright, let's stock up. I think we should be ready for this, in fact. Okay, we need 9 more for double metal. I'm gonna go check something quick. Let's go to Jacqueline's tent. I just want to see. Metal slime plus metable isn't enough to override. Okay. If we do any hearts, we always get the same monster. Mage slime is 4 stars, huh? Ah, Battle Rex. That's our friend from 6. Alright. Mostly wanted to just kind of do some checking on, like, what the metable combination looked like. Mage slime is such a rare slime. No. Rusty comes out of those beat to hell. Yeah, the monster selection in this game is definitely a piece of it that's very wild. Oh? Okay, 1 flame. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's cool as heck. You've got a different fire. Okay. Those are so not even worth it, because, like, oof. At least one of we can win the fight. Where am I? So I went up a different set of stairs. And now we're not in the, ooh, we're in a treasure. Thundersword? Kiefer gave up on the Berserker heart. We will overload Kingdom Hearts with the power of the Berserker heart. I think we're just gonna leave that heart there. Andriel? Why are you purple? Almirage. Oh, I don't like a free round here. I assume they have Sleep Hit? Alright, I'm gonna assume that Andriel is our actual problem. I think they have Sleep Hit, Infirmost! Oh, God! Heal more self? Actually, no. This is definitely all out, all out, all out. Spend a love water. Oh boy, Infirmost. Yeah, Rusty just falls over to that one, huh? Wire. Oh, okay. Well, that's one of them down. Can you do it? I don't know how much health El Mirages have. Yeah! Alright. Time to get Vanasty in here. We at least can have someone take the experience from that fight. Let's get the hell out of here. Thanks, Vanas. Okay, so I talked about, like, one of the things I was worried about was that this was going to be, like, 3 hours of us kind of knocking on the door to Rhone, and, like, not getting anywhere. That's very different from, like, spending 3 hours in the road to Rhone and making small incremental progress as we go in. I feel that's legitimate. Like, that's something I want to slowly throw ourselves into the pit and grind our way through. That's a different style of pit. Whereas, like, if we're just out here fighting like skeletons in a desert, you're not moving forward fighting all the skeletons in the desert. You know what I mean? It's similar. It's not dissimilar. But okay. We need to restock on all of our goodies. So I want to have at least one memory bell in my pocket. want to swap out the wagon. I'm worried that at the moment the chef plan doesn't matter. I'd rather have more offense. Alright. Alright, Kiefer. Let's ride. Into the cavern. Vengus! Oh, wait, hold on. I will absolutely add Vengus to the party. Shit, Vengus the Great Warrior? Yes? Okay, hold on. Vengus. Axe Smash. Who is Vengus? Ron Mill and Ron Randall. Alright. Thanks, Vengus. Let's go. I'm excited for a new friend. Triple Mummy. Triple Mummy who are all their own. Fine. Not even a group of mummies. Yeah, and they all have Sleep Hit, which is deadly as hell. You know, I don't know how, how that fully affects a dungeon. Oh, God. We only have mapping 2 right now, and I want to see if maybe that helps with the Lost Woods. Please don't attack Slalin. Ooh, they have Paralyze hit too? Damn, these things are deadly. Alright, get in there with the heavy axe. Rusty will take a level. And we've got to lock back right back out. One fight. Maybe I need to swap Venos to slot 1? We might have to swap Venos to slot 1 if so I'm making an assumption that we're under the rules of like slots matter for aggro. Like slot 1 gets attacked more often than slot 3, which was a thing in a couple like a couple Dragon Quest games use that. Some of them like explicitly say it, some not, but if that's the truth, then at the moment we actually want to have Jammerous Venos up front, because Venos is finally level 10, the biggest, beef we've got. Highest defense by a mile. Not a mile, but it's gonna mess me up on like, oh, I have to. All right, hold on, I gotta. Then we can have Mapping 3 active and see if that helps in the Lost Woods. So let's go ahead and add Vandal. Okay. And we'll make a stop at the end, and then we'll head back on in. Greatest of warriors joins us. Okay. Onward. We still have our memory bell. We still have our all of our pieces are still in place. And I'm still keeping Gilm in the front in case a Mediball shows up. I want to be ready for a Mediball. Okay, one flame. Yeah, we're just gonna take the Violent Flames on 1. Unavoidable. Vengus! Our attacks do decent damage to the flames. It's better than I expected. Map at 3 looks the same as map 2, at least in this run. Yeah, physical damage is hard against the mummy. Sorry. It's just the strongest fuck mummy, I don't know what to tell you. Like... Nice. This is a good prank. Yeah? Okay, so we're on this screen. What does map 3 tell? Now that's what map 3 tells you. We're gonna try and take out the group of mummies. Because we've got decent area. Oh, I really wish you wouldn't do that. That thing terrifies me. Oh no, we're gonna lose Slalin again. I think that's a mummy down. Maybe the other mummy down? Okay. Vanas took the hit. Okay, flame down. Hey, another Vanas level. Vanas 11. Blizzard cut. Is that worth it? Maybe over in Furos? Because, like, Inferos obviously can level up to, like, Infirmos and other such. But we already have Firebane, and so it'd be more like having two things, and the only difference is, like, what resists it. Let's go this way. Alright. Let's heal up. I gotta remember how this works. Honestly, I remember it being something that was, like, really simple. It's just, like, down, left, and, like, it was, like, right, go right once, go down once, go left once, and you're, like, there, or something like that. No. Because, yeah, we're just gonna die. looks like left here. Something like that. Okay, went with the weaker version at least. You sure about that? Damn, alright, Blizzard cut just nothing on fire. Alright, gotta keep that one in mind. Frick, okay. We need to heal up, and we need to get the flame off the table. Yeah, keeps doing this. Hopefully that's enough to just get it. No, right, it's like super immune. Oh! Oh, we don't have good long-term answers to that. Oh, wow, that's also venom. Ooh. We need to leave. Okay. We don't have an answer. Turned into poison, it looks like, at least. So it's not, like, death out here, but it is bad. What do I have in the pocket? It's really hard to justify Squelch. Yeah, especially, like, in this. Like, this is... We don't have 8 skills, we have 6. So, like, learning Squelch is, high cost. This is doable. This is a fight we can do. So, don't Blizzard cut. Just cut the flame down. Yeah. Wow, Slalin is burning through MP. We're actually going to be running low on that much quicker than usual. I guess heal more instead of heal is a pretty sizable difference, right? 5 MP v3. Heal Rusty, and I've got some MP restoration around, so we can do that. Strong as fuck Ice Mummy is just right here, kicking her ass. I would love if we get the heart of one of these. That'd be a great boon to get the flame heart or something like that, you know? The heart of the Bubble King. Okay, how much? That's a lot less than I... Wow, that was... It said cure 20 to 30 and it gave me 15? I was... Okay. Maybe I had done the math wrong. Maybe I thought we were at more MP than we were. I don't know if we've been offered Squelch, too. That's another... Nah, we knew one flame. Easy. Crunch. Here we are. Okay. So we got there. Okay. So taking a look at the map, by the way. It's down and left one. I was right. That's what I thought it was that it was like down, it was right, down, left. But like, it had to be from the correct stairs for that. Okay. Whew, anyway, here's deep, Road to Rhone. You can see that there's a lot of offshoots, caves. We're actually gonna take the back routes here, go down right, and kind of like check out these for treasures. We should hopefully get some new enemies in here. Oh, here's where the... Okay. There's... Oh, Rusty is dead. That's terrifying. And we're still poisoned. Vanoss, go all out. You stay alive. You go all out. And then... We're gonna spend it here. That was... I meant to do that on Rusty, by the way. That was not the move. Not that it really mattered here. Hoofa. We're out here using some of the world's worst stratagems now that, like, I tell Vanoss to use an attack, huh? Blizzard Cut is just a bad move, it looks like, is the thing we're slowly getting in here. At least for Vanoss. Vanoss wants to be doing something like Firebane would be so much more effective here. Alright, I need you to, like, take real actions, so we're gonna force that, because you should be... Okay. Slalom, what are you... I have Slalom on Stay Alive, and that's just not... Okay, that's fine. We're learning a lot here today. That was intended to be like, use heal more, and that's just not the move that Slalom wanted to use. Okay. Obtained Big Apple. Alright, let's see if we can get to that chest before we die. Okay. Okay, sure. Let's get out of here. We know how to get in here now. Again, this is progress, because now we know how to get through the Lost Woods. And it was more we knew how to get through the Lost Woods, because it's, we've done the Lost Woods, it's just been a little while, so it's like the phantom memories of like, yeah, it was like this route, right? We also need to avoid poison, because we don't have good answers to it. I don't have inventory room to just carry a bunch of antidotes. We barely have enough room for the, like, pieces we already have. I think I want to change up the squad again. This time... And do I want to have the map squad here? Yeah, I think so. Alright. Let's get moving. We're doing decent on keeping money, going well here. I'll carry an antidote. Okay. And then we need an N, because we have no MP. Tooth and nail for every inch in the Rhone. As it should be. Alright. Are we gonna have to climb Hargon's, castle, too? Like, we have to fight, like, Pazuzu and friends up there? Alright, what sort of depth do we have for the end of Dragon Quest II? Our party who is extremely not equipped for the end of Dragon Quest II. But, you know, oh boy. No, 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 no. Maybe somewhere back here we can find a medible. That's the hope. Okay. So it's like down and right from this stuff. We gotta get the Bubble King out of here, even though Violent Flames is 1,000,000 damage. We can't even fight these fights. Oh my god. Okay, okay. We're not dead in that I have to make a retreat. Yeah, okay, right one. Cool. From those steps. Alright. So let's scout back here, just in case. If I hit increase once, I think we should be fine. Oh, yep, they do have the sleep. We're not hitting increase then. Oh, that's terrifying. How bad's the Mad Dragon gonna be? Okay. So we want increase and we want bolt. Like, one resolved increase should be enough to keep us standing here. Okay. Rusty still takes a lot of damage. Rusty, please. I think Rusty's our next fusion target at this point, right? Like, just from what we're seeing here. We'll have to take a look. But, like, we can see that Vanoss is picked up very great after moving up to Jamorous, right? Like, that's been really powerful and really has paid off. Very happy about that, like, working as well as it has. I mean, it's Jamorous, of course it's gonna work, right? Like, come on. Let's be real. Like, of course Jamorous is gonna be doing damage. Vengus! Do we get some soup? Okay. $300 experience. Ooh, Almirage Heart. Okay. All out. I think the obvious one is probably dropping the double of the Slime Knight. But also, like... How are we doing on... I think everybody was like reasonably healed after that. Silent Q's a little bit. Ooh, stairs. Treasure. Alright, pay off. I'm sorry. Kiefer gave up on the steak. I think we can pick up the steak. Let's eat an apple. Yo! The crystal slime. Check them out. They're so happy and cute. And they know Blizzard. Oh god. Help. Target acquired. We gotta go get him. Bolt. Crystal slime. Love to see a new slime. Absolutely just the happiest to see a friend like this. They're incredibly defense heavy. You can see that, like, you know, Alex just hit for single digit damage there. So this, I mean, Bolt is nice to have. Might be Diamond Slime later. That makes, yeah. It has the look of a small gem slime, you know. You know, like, it's not the same as like a gem slime, but like it looks more like a snowflake. Yes, like somewhere between a snowflake and a gem slime. We can look at it in the best area at some point now that we've seen it, or perhaps we can look upon the heart, right? Like, I'm trying to not use a lot of MP here. I'm just gonna bonk these mad dragons because we do some damage and we have increase active, so like we're kind of fine. Rusty! As I've said, Rusty is currently... Vanoss has upgraded and Rusty is now the weaker link. 2/3 of a diamond slime? Give it a ring. Good experience. So yeah, I think when we get out of this side of Rhone, I think upgrading Rusty is gonna be the next thing we look at. Alright, anyway, let's keep moving. So we've checked all the bottom pieces, so we're gonna check that little peninsula on the left, and then move upwards. Okay. This is a normal fight in the Road to Rhone, by the way. I think this is only 5 enemies because it's 5 is the max we can have on this screen. But if I remember right, you can get into a fight with like 8. I have I know I have a screenshot of like 8 Metables or something like that. Alright. They're also not slouches. If they want it, they got it. They're all after it. Yeah, like, we might be able to fit one on the left and right to be able to hit 7 in this game. That's true. But I'm thinking, like, literally Road to Rhone when we did it before. That's not enough. Oh, the metal beat just isn't enough to... They're metables. Of course it isn't enough. Okay. Well... Fight. Fight as you can. They have more HP than just 5. They're also after blood. Damn, the one that had the hit ran away. That sucks. Alright, well, we can hope for a crit. Ooh, look at the way they animate when they cast. That was cute. Okay, Immedible E is still here. God, they're gonna be reforming forever. Immedible E is still here. Yes! Hope against hope, and it will occur. 3. Thank you, Medible. It stuck around for long enough to fish out a crit. Vanoss 12. Slalin 16. These are great. Ooh! Yes, okay. An upgrade on Slalin's damage. That's a great thing to see. And Rusty 15. And 5 gold. That's a huge change, because Slalin is the one who has a sizable amount of, like... So, yeah, the Snowstorm here is 5. We should be, like... We have MP on Slalin, and we have the soup in Slalin, so Slalin should be able to afford this a little better. So that should upgrade our damage significantly. I think that ups us to, like, the 50-60 slot for damage on that. We'll see if how much that actually ends up being. But yeah, Slalin is the one who's on soup, so... You can see that Slalin's still at 48 MP, even with the soup, off 155 because of how much healing we have to do. But we're moving. Oh, Metal Cut not enough for a Medable, but critical enough for a Medable. Anything down here? Ooh, stairs up. This might be the way to the Thunderblade. One of them. One of them. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, just sidestepped all of it. We got a soup drink, you know? It's fine. I can't... So what do we got here? I'll take a free World Leaf. Let's spend... Yeah, the soup drink, like, as a way to keep us running in a long dungeon is quite nice. 2 handrails. We can do 2 handrails, especially with our upgraded damage. Firebane, Snowstorm, and attack? Infirmost, yep. That's like 90 damage. Terrifying. Hey, a crit! Oh, just get one of them out of here. Alright, so let's see what Snowstorm's damage is. Yeah, 50 to 60. That's what I expected. That's great. Because Firebane is like 30 to 40. Yeah, 30. That hit for like half damage. What happened there? What will you give up? Is it really okay to give up on the laurel? I'll take the steak. So happy for our friend, the Medable, to give us snowstorm access. Okay, so, heading north. Checking over here? Nope. Okay. Check out this intersection. We've got... So I think right is the way onward, if I remember my road to Rhone. Now we're dead. We're dead. That's no thank you. How much can you infer? All of it. This one's fine. This is fine. Increase. We actually might not need to use too much MP in this fight. Like, we just set up increase and then, like, keep people topped off. Getting rid of the Almirage so that there isn't a sleep in this fight. Okay. Yeah, see that all-out attack hit for such a tiny amount there. Oh, okay. Vanos took 2 damage. We don't have a terrible amount of physical offense here when we're not using spells, but, like, again, resources are the big thing in this cave, you know? Looks like we only get 1 soup per battle. Which, like, MP restoration is a thing that, like, gets very regularly, like, it's hard. Like, it's not something that's easy to come by in a lot of, like, not even early, but, like, a lot of Dragon Quest titles. I know it's a little easier nowadays, like, again, in HD 2D3, how many prayer rings did we have? But, like... There should be another goodie? Ooh, no, this is the... Yeah, okay, this is a goodie room. What do we got? You can have all my one-off, status heals. It's fine. This is fine. Again... gonna try to be, like, conservative against Mad Dragons. You can get multiple suits, but you have to do, like, the whole, like... The problem is that the soup is in a wagon that's very empty. Can you stop? Rusty has no defense. Yeah, because now we should be looping through here. Yeah, and this would be chef turn, but I don't think we get it. Like, we don't get a second soup when it comes back around. You already had your soup. Slalin doesn't want another round. Too much soup. Why are we picking on Rusty? Oh, a prize. I think now I can drop the second Slime Knight. Okay. Love to be getting prizes. That, you know, I'm talking about like changing up Rusty pretty soon. And well, you know. Oh, hold on. Robester. I have like no big plants. Robester is a very cool heart to have. No. No, I'm good. Thanks. Okay. Keep moving. So we can see on the map, we got the right side. That's the last one. We've done a lot of this side stuff to get all the extra hearts and items and all sorts of goodies, you know? I also think this is a little too much. The problem is the double Andriel is really, really dangerous because of that. Yeah. And I know we're going to be in that fight for a few turns. Alright, stairs. Stairs. So, this room has a bunch of holes in it. I think there's also a hole we can fall in that has treasure in the bottom right or maybe the bottom left. I remember, like again, like, there's one place you have to go to get, like, the sigil, and there's another place you have to go to get, like, the Thunderblade sword. What do we have for fights in this? Robesters! Oh! No. So that's the way down. Okay, so we don't want... bottom right, then? We'll go for bottom right. Alright, let's see how bad Robester is. Not great. We are running out of resources. But we're also at the back. Like, I know this is the back of the dungeon. Crap. Right there? We can do one crystal slime. Specifically, like, the soup should be worth it, right? Soup's like 10 MP? That might not have been worth it. Even? Even. I'll call it even. And we got experience out of it, so... Alright, here we are in the second big chamber. We're gonna just try to escape. I know there's like exploration on the left. I think we want to go right and up. And we have maps, so we're not gonna like get stuck on dead ends. We just gotta go. We can come back. Like this is how Rhone works. We are on almost nothing left, but we can make it through. I believe. And with that, we don't even have to do the final walk. Now, if you remember, the way that Rhone works when you do it in 2, this is not the end. You're not through. You might think you're through, but you're not through. You see that spot, like, at the top of the feather in the lake? That's the shrine in Rhone. That's, and you have to make it past all the Gigantus and Egg Devils to get there. It feels like you're done. But we are done. We're moving camp. I'm committed. We're in Rhone. We live here now. Sorry, everybody. It's snow. We actually do have a way out of here. Because if we do a Wyvern Wing, we'll go to the camp. But if we use the Kushlami Wing, this will bring us back to Moonbrook, is what we've been told. So if we want to leave Rhone, we can do that. Whew. Now I'm thinking about going back into Rhone to go collect. Oh, I love it. Look at the snow, by the way. Just check it out. Oh, it's so cool. You can see like there's frost on the tents. Like right here, there's like snow on these, and like on the frost on the sign here for Jacqueline's. So we got some big bonfires going. Oh yeah! Hey, buddy. Okay. Speaking of Jacqueline's tent. Let's check out what Reformation on Rusty looks like. We got Insulate, which is good. I want to get Hustle Dance. That's the problem. We have access to Hustle Dance on the Lineage right now if we keep Rusty as is. Because the puppet that went into this had Hustle Dance, but like you get moves from parents, not grandparents, unless you know them. So like it might be important to just keep Rusty as is. Robster. Let's take a look. So Almirage is a 2-star. Mad Dragon's also a 2-star. But Roadster's a 4. Skull gone, skull gone, skull gone, skull gong, skull gong. What if we put Medable in here? What if we put Big Cat in your blood? Okay. Looks like most combinations get us to like Battle Rex or Andriel. Things like that. I'm thinking about keeping Rusty as is until we get to that hustle. We're in the world where, like, Metables exist now, so, like, we might be able to just get some experience in a lot easier manner. Hold on. Andriel is a lovely creature. 32, 31... 42, 32, 31, okay. Yeah, I think I'd probably stick it out until we get Hustle, even if Hustle's at like 20-something, which I would guess Hustle is at like 24, would be my mental guess. You can see the slime through the tent. Alright, now that we've done some exploring, let's do some backwards exploring. Now that we're safe here on the other side with the camp, we're gonna go back into the road to Rhone and see what sort of treasures are in that last couple rooms. You know? Let's do a little bit of... Maybe we can fight a Roadster or two. Maybe we can get some experience fighting some crystal slimes or some Roadsters. How's our squad doing anyway, based on that? Next level, a stiff breeze. Okay. Gotta wear your warm clothes. Alright. Back. Into the maw. 2 crystal slime, alright. Watch their animations, by the way. Crystal slime's really cute when they do their casting animation. Will Snowstorm even hit these? No bolt will. Or I guess we'll hit for... Okay, he'll hit for real damage. I was wondering if it was gonna be, like, reduced. Yeah, watch the blizzard. God, that hits hard. So 2 crystal slimes is 147. That's Vanoss and, is that a Slalom level 2? No, Slalom will be next. Look at how much HP Vanoss has. What a turnaround. We had a couple streams where Vanoss was clearly the weak link in the squad, and now that's, like, heavily changed. We don't have any super huge changes in skills, but just, like, stat-wise, Vanoss is standing over everyone. Okay. In we go. 1 Roadster. We can do 1 Roadster. Let's try Blizzard hit against a Roadster. That probably was better as Fireman. Ooh, paralyze. Okay. I love roadsters. They're like such a cool robot. Very cool. Like they have all the weapons and such. It's neat. Oh, that's our way of saying it's all target now. Then, right? Now it's DSAP. It's SAP 2. It's equal to SAP. Yeah, group defense down. Cool. Okay, we're having a good journey in here. We've already gained a little bit of knowledge and levels. Hopefully we can gain a little bit of treasure too. Again, I think a lot of these dead ends are actual dead ends, but like we might be able to go back to that big room with the holes, because I think there's something in the bottom right of that room. I don't know if it'll sap for half. You can find out. Well, 150. We'll try to get the crystal slime out of here. Yikes! Rusty's gonna die. Terrifying. Not a lot I can do about it either. If Slalin is just... Yeah, I couldn't stop that. I guess did I have a world dew left? I could have world dew it. Uh-huh. Oh boy. Wow, Vanas took no damage from that, huh? Okay. Hey. Happy New Year from AS, dude. Yeah. Alright, let's do a little bit of looking forward. Yeah, what sort of slimes do we have for the new year, I wonder? Alright, I'm gonna do a little bit of forward walking. Do we want to restock on... a couple things too while we're here. Cool slot. And then we're gonna buy a single memory bell again. Okay. Just a little bit more. Let's see if there is a shrine over in that spot. We're gonna take the camp with us. As we walk over to the shrine location. Blizzard! Okay. Blizzard beat. At least they're not casting Blizzard Breath. What about it? Yeah, I probably should have expected that. Yeah! This is another piece of Rhone. God, Rhone is just, like, here for you. Wants your blood. Alright, defeated the blizzards. But yeah, so here, you see these bridges? And there it is, there's the shrine. Let's park. Okay. It is a church. Okay. Let's drop anchor out here. Oh! Hey, buddy. They're here. The Greater Platypunk. And Snow. Hello, Greater Platypunk. And Snow. Oh boy. The panic dance, and then it just wiggles a little bit. Okay, we're trying to get rid of the Snows here because they can cast this, yeah. Oh no. The hustle Snow. The hustle Platypunk. Terrifying. Okay, we're burning through them though. Yeah, what else would a king have but the power to heal? It's true. Yikes! Rusty! Okay. I'm spinning a leaf. Big Mama. Okay. We're gonna make it through, everybody. We've gotten through the Greater Platypunk. Okay. Let's drop anchor here. I'm glad we had the anti-confuse bell. That would have been pretty bad. But we have a lot of real fights out here that we're climbing the mountain against. Alright, but that's gonna be it for today. We've made great progress. We're here in Rhone. We've made it across the mountains. We're here to get the 4th Orb of Lodo from Hargon's Castle. And then, get a wish. I'm sure everything will be great from there. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Thank y'all for joining. If you want to catch more, you can always follow, see when I go live. Subscribe to Cool Skulls, Slimes, Moldrifters, and Mimics. As far as upcoming streams, tomorrow, New Year's, I'm going to be playing through Unbeatable, starting at noon and going through the day. Hope you'll enjoy that. I really have loved that game. Want to show that off. And as far as next week, Magfest is coming up on the next weekend. So there will not be a Dragon Quest Wednesday on Wednesday. There won't be a Thursday stream. There won't be a Friday stream. We'll be back the following week. So next week we'll have some Magic on Monday, and we'll have Trails on Tuesday, and that'll be all the streams for the week. But yeah, thank you all for joining. Hope you had a great 2025, and having a good start to your 2026. I'm seeing good things. We've been having great streams, for years. We'll keep having them. I'm glad to see y'all here. Yeah. Just very happy that y'all are here enjoying things. Couldn't really ask for more. So, thank y'all for joining. Yeah. Y'all have a good night, everybody.